I'm Joss, and I'm an artist. I'm starting a small business, and I wanted to share my journey with you guys. I've known that I wanted to be a small business owner for quite some time now, and I'm even studying it in college. I've loved art for even longer, so I thought, why not share it with you guys? I've been really putting off getting started for literally no reason. So today's the day that I just start. I have a rough to-do list that I'm focusing on this week, and my main goals are to get this video shot and done and uploaded, one short form content video, one Instagram post, and 3 listings up on my Etsy. I definitely want to have my own website eventually, but I just felt like starting out on Etsy might be smarter than jumping full into Shopify. I almost said Spotify. I just feel like I might have better visibility on Etsy, and it's also cheaper. Kind of. I'm definitely feeling a little bit nervous. I have started a small business in the past with very, very low effort, like very low. I really wasn't that into it. I thought that I wanted to make press-on nails, and they were really fun, and I still make them in my own time, but I didn't want to sell them, and it very much showed in everything. But once I discovered book rebinding and just book-related art, I fell in love, and I realized that I have a niche. I have tried and loved so many different forms of art, but book rebinding just has my heart. I'm hoping this channel acts as a little video journal to document my progress, and I really hope that I can look back on this video and be like, wow. I'm really excited to document this journey and take you guys along with me. Okay, so I think my main goal for today is to finish binding my ACOTAR set, A Court of Thorns and Roses, for those who don't know. It is my absolute favorite. I feel like people either love it or hate it, but I fall far into the love it category. It is my favorite, and so I feel like it would be a really good first listing video, post, all the things. So the series is 5 books total, and I've finished 3 of them. I haven't finished the other 2 because, once again, I'm a very large procrastinator. I'm feeling good. I feel like I can get those finished and knocked out today. I have to design the cover for the last 2 still. I haven't even done that, but I'm going to design those on my computer and then finish them. Luckily, I've already made the hardcovers for them, so I don't have to worry about doing all that today. Just designing and lots of ironing and weeding. I'm still trying to decide if I want to post the ACOTAR set as a set on Etsy, or if I want to do a set and have each individual book up. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Because for me, if I'm going to buy a series, a custom series, I'm going to buy the whole series. It would be weird to have just a couple, but also what if people want to buy them one at a time, So I'm gonna get started finishing the series, and then we're gonna take some listing photos. So as I said before, I have the first 3 finished. There's a couple things I need to tweak on them. A couple of them are missing letters that just did not iron on, and I was too lazy to fix at the time. And then these 2, I have the hardcovers made, but they just aren't attached. They are still nice and loose, so I can iron on the design. It's a new day, and I have a couple updates. The other day I talked about how I had started my ACOTAR series, only got about halfway through it, and so I was going to work on that this week, get it done so I can get it listed. But I ran into a couple issues. When I was designing the spine specifically, I designed the title vertically, which I thought looked really cute because usually people store their books, upright on bookshelves and you can read it. But now I realize why people put it horizontally, because when I got to A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is a lot thinner of a book, I literally cannot fit it on this spine. But basically, there are ways to weed regular HTV, and you can definitely do things this tiny, but for foil HTV, it's a little bit more complicated and much harder. So this spine was giving me a lot of issues. Now, I've already done the first 3 books, and they are completely done. I accidentally chopped the bookmark off this one, so that doesn't count. But I am in a little bit of a predicament because I can't have just one book with the title horizontal and the rest of them vertical, because that'll just look weird. So my next option is to buy a whole new set and rebind them. Once my shop is open, obviously I will have a bunch of these sets, but for right now, I was like, I'll just rebind one set, get it posted, and then worry about making more when I start getting sales. But now that I realize I have to redo the spine design, I think I'm just gonna get a new set. Which honestly I'm not even upset about, because this is like my first version of A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I kind of want to keep it. It is like my baby, like it's the first like really big design I've done. So I don't even really feel bad about having to like redo it. I wouldn't even count it as redoing it. I would just say this was my first go of it, and now I'm making like the legit thing, and I can just redesign it in a way that's a little bit more efficient for me. Can we just talk about the silhouette? I also realized that heat pressing large pieces of foil is not as easy as it seems. I realized that up until this point, I haven't really shown much of this set yet. A little sneak peek. I am so excited though, like, I'm obsessed with the blue and gold. I have a lot of things to iron out, but my game plan for today is to go to Target, get a set of ACOTAR books, rebind them, at least get them mostly done today. I have literally nothing to do today, so I have no excuses. Let's go to Target. Okay, I ended up going to Michael's. I want to look for more gold HTV because I realized that I only have 1 roll left, which is not going to get me through 5 bucks. So I'm hoping that they have the Cricut light gold one, but I have not been able to find it easily. I don't know if they're discontinuing it or if it's just been out of stock, but I really hope it's the latter because it's my favorite. And if they discontinue it, I'm going to be so sad. And then I also want to get a press mat, like the Cricut heat press mat, because I'm tired of using towels. I forgot my microphone downstairs and I am too lazy to go get it. So we're gonna trust in the iPhone microphone quality. So I got back. I ended up doing a little bit extra errands, which was probably not the smartest idea for my bank account, but we did them. So first and foremost, we got the goodies. The start of the show. I literally love this book set. I don't feel like the covers really give the same vibes as the stories do. Like if I saw these covers, I would not think that this is like a crazy fantasy, dark romance. But like, just look at it. She's so beautiful. Are you joking? And we're gonna rip them all apart. I'm excited to rip into that. So that's all I got from Target. I did go to Hobby Lobby because I've actually only been like twice or maybe 3 times in my life, and none of those times have been recently, and I drove past it and I was like, it was calling to me. Again, not great for my bank account, but it was really good for me. So one thing I got, which I actually was gonna look for at Target, but I found them here instead, are little picture frames, because I have recently set up a little cat loft for my kitties, which you can see somewhere up there. And I really want to get like little cat portraits and put it in little picture frames and kind of scatter them throughout it. And I think it'll be so cute. So I found like little tiny frames for that. They also had so many candles, and I have quite the candle collection, but I've actually been finishing off a lot of my candles and I don't have any more good fall candles, and it is August 4th. It is the beginning of August, which like to me is fall. It's really not, especially not here in Washington, because I feel like our summers stretch longer but start later. But like to me it's fall. Fall's coming. I need my fall candle fix. And I found the cutest candles at Hobby Lobby. They're both by a brand called Darcy and David's, and they're just so cute and like vintage looking. I have a spiced apple cider, and it's just the cutest little tin. And this other one, I decided to buy it before I even smelled it, I'm not gonna lie. It's called Bookends. Like, how perfect is that for a book lover? You're joking. And then I went to Michael's. I did find the exact foil I was mentioning earlier that I'd hope I'd find. They had actually a lot of them. So maybe it was just like a fluke when I couldn't find them. So I'm really happy that I found those. And then I've also been really wanting to get a easy press mat, which I think I also talked about. I found her. I think they have a bigger one, but obviously for books, I don't need anything larger than this. All right, so I am going to get started taking my product photos, at least like 2 or 3, get those up on Etsy so that's done. And then I'm going to start binding the ACOTAR set, and then also work on my little cat loft, which I'll probably show you guys too.
Are turning brown, red and yellow, soon they'll be falling down. Now, I'm not ready, not just yet. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. The light that flickers will blow away the sight. All that blossomed will wither away and die. Not now, I'm not ready, not just yet. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon.
been 2 weeks, roughly, maybe a little more, since I filmed the intro, and I've honestly gotten a lot more done than I thought I would. I finished the ACOTAR set, which was like one of my biggest goals just because I started them so long ago and I just kind of stopped. But I did end up redesigning basically all of it minus the color scheme and like the first book, but I'm really happy with how they turned out. Oh, they look so good. So I have those done, and then I had a bunch of other books that I've already finished. And honestly, I think the biggest thing that I procrastinated on was just taking pictures of them. I think I was just a little bit intimidated because I've never done it before. I've taken product photography, but not in depth and not well, so I was a little nervous, but I think they turned out really good. I did forget that I have a camera, so that was really fun to experiment with because I haven't used it a lot. But yeah, I think my next steps are to prototype some more product ideas that I have. I know for sure that I want to do candles, and then I want to sew books / Kindle sleeves, covers. I think it's sleeves. And then also tote bags, because literally there's nothing more book girl vibe than a tote bag. Everyone loves tote bags. I have 6 candle ideas so far that I definitely am thinking I'm gonna do, but I haven't tested any of them yet. Next week I'm going to order the first 3, it's more than 3 scents, but the first 3 candles scents. And then I'm going to prototype those, which I'm so excited for. I love candles so much. But that'll be in the next video, which I'll probably start next week because I am trying to get this up and running in a month. Although it is up and running because my Etsy is now established. It has listings and they look so good. I'm so excited. I'm excited for everyone to see them. I think in the early stages of creating a small business, it's really hard. I don't say to say motivated because motivation only gets you so far. But I think it's really hard to believe that it can actually go somewhere because, at least me personally, I love seeing like results. Like working out has always been hard for me because I like to see results of like what I'm doing really quickly. Otherwise I'm like, oh, it's not doing anything. So I feel like my biggest struggle thus far has been just trusting in myself and trusting that if I put in the time and effort and consistency that it'll work out. But I'm very passionate about it and I have been having so much fun. So even if it doesn't work out, it's working out for me. I'm really excited to build my own little corner on YouTube, and I hope you guys like my corner. I hope it's cozy. I hope it makes you guys feel welcome and cozy, and I hope it does the same for me because I'm an anxious girly. Yeah, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. Hello. I love vellum ink already, and I hope you guys love it just as much as I do. Bye.